you doing? What's going on? Welcome. Welcome to the replay. Clearly the replay because there's nobody here yet. Welcome to the replay and welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby. I'm the host of this group, Spiritual. And yeah, so it's Ray says hi. Hi Ray. How are you? So yeah, if you are watching in the replay and you're not Ray, then do me a favor and write a comment. Let me know that you're here in the replay. You can write a hashtag replay person or hashtag anything that you like. I said you don't have to write hashtags, and now people don't write hashtags anymore. I like the hashtags. Give me the hashtags. Let me know that you're in the replay. That would be really good. And if you're live and your name is Ray, then Ray, remember that time I did the live and you were the only one the whole time? It was just me and you. Gee, I hope that doesn't happen again. That's what the heck's going on here? Where the heck is everybody? Jesse's here. Oh, there we go. Hi. Hey. Okay, sorry, Ray. It's not you and me anymore. Jesse's here. What's going on? How are you? Yeah, so if you're watching live, then as always, you can comment the entire time that I'm talking. I'm going to just go through my spiel, and at the end of that, I'll come back to the comments and I'll read them all. So today I'm going to be talking about a poem that Kelly Lorenz posted in the group the other day, and it was something that she said in the poem that really captured my attention, and I just kind of wanted to riff on it today a little bit. So I'm just going to wait another few seconds to see if anybody else joins us, because only two people being here is a little bit strange. Usually there's more than that. But it happens sometimes, you know. By the way, that's a good rule of thumb. Anytime that this happens, I like to use that as an opportunity to just remind people. If you use live video in your endeavors, in your business, in anything like that, anytime that you're doing a live video, and even if there's nobody there, you're talking to nobody. You're never talking to nobody because people will watch it in the replay. So you always have to speak as though you're speaking to somebody in the replay as well as the live people. So don't pay too much attention to the live numbers because for all you know, they've got it on and they're not even listening. The people really paying attention are in the replay. So, okay, so I'm just going to get started and let us begin. They are just a shadow of me. Now, who are they? They, other people, other things. It could be people, but it doesn't have to be people. It could be other things. It could be circumstances. It could be events. It could be things going on around you, things going on in your periphery that you see, things that are just happening that are not in you. There's a lot going on that's not inside of you, right? We look at the news, we look at the world, we have people in our lives, we have people in our jobs, in our families, and then everybody's got an opinion about something, and everybody's doing something that makes you feel a certain way about yourself. They are just a shadow of you. That's all that they are. They're just a shadow. And Kelly's poem was pretty nice to articulate that. And I'm going to just take three of the top lines of that poem and sort of expand on them a little bit from my point of view. I don't know if this was her point of view. So as I just said, it's easy to see things in the world as external, but really they are just a shadow of you. And just to kind of expand on that just a tiny little bit, I always talk about how, I've got my amusement park pants on. We're here, these spiritual beings, and we've come to the amusement park of planet Earth. And, the thing to remember, though, is that we are the rider going on the rides, but we're also the rides because the rides are not external to us. That's the idea here. And the other thing I say a lot is that I am the artist and I am the art. You are the artist and you are the art that you create. So we're both. We're everything. Everything that you see, everything outside of you is an extension of you. You created it. So yippee. Good, nice job. So number one, where my love light shines, they have no power. Where my love light shines. So a lot of times we feel like they have so much power over us because what we're feeling is fearful or nervous or unworthy or something in that family of crappy feelings. And it stinks, because when you're feeling that way, that's when your ego can really get a grip on yourself and make you feel like other people or other things or other events are able to insert themselves on you and to assert what they want into your world. The truth, the reality of it is that we live in a universe ruled by the law of attraction. Now, you may have heard of that one. So when you have the law of attraction in charge, everything that happens to you, everything you see, everything around you, everything that you are aware of is something that you've said to the universe, yeah, give me more of that. And then we say, I would never want more of that, except that's what we're doing. And it's annoying. It really just annoys the crap out of me that that's how it works, because we all still get things we don't like, and it's annoying. I know, believe me. But when we're feeling fearful, it feels like those things outside of us are very powerful. But where my love light shines, they have no power. And I love that line, because love light to me means when I remember my self-worth, when I remember to be self-aware, when I remember the power comes from within me, then suddenly those things just don't disappear. You know, the headlines don't change, and that annoying person at work doesn't stop being annoying. But suddenly they're not so scary anymore. They just don't have the same grip. And then you can sort of slowly let them lose the momentum to stop being so frustrating. So that's number one. Number two, when I soothe my own anxious mind, they have no power. So like what I just said, when the love light shines, so then how do you do that? You soothe yourself. I mean, the answer is right there in the second line. When I soothe my own anxious mind, they have no power. So we could be in the grips of it. We could be feeling this anxiousness, this ridiculous, overwhelming frustration that just makes it feel like the world is falling on you and you're holding up the weight of it and you can't do it anymore. But you can soothe yourself. How do you do that? We talk about it all the time. You can start with your daily energy work and just remember, you can start right where you are. That's the important thing, is you can start right where you are. And again, it doesn't mean that like a light switch, it's just going to be like, oh, gone. You know, it might feel really crappy, and then you go to sleep, and then you wake up in the morning and you can kind of catch it and just remember to soothe yourself and feel a little bit better. And you can do that day by day. And the important thing, I think, is to remember to practice that when you don't feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, because then you're ready for it a little bit more. You know, the problem comes when you've already been remiss in doing your energy work, and suddenly now you found yourself in a place where things just suck, and now you're like, oh God, I got to start doing all that work to slow down the momentum of this and to soothe myself. You can do it. It's just harder at that point. It's so much easier when we remember to do it day after day after day after day. Even on the days when we're feeling great. Oh man, I'm feeling great today. Let me make sure that I do my energy work. Let me make sure that I practice soothing myself so that I have more momentum with this. So that when something does seem to come out of the blue at me, it's not going to hit me as hard. It's not going to be as difficult to deal with. It's not going to feel like it has power over me. I'm going to be able to remember that I have the power here. So that's number two. Number three is when I see it all as divine, they have no power. So each of these are Kelly's words from the poem. So when I see it all as divine, they have no power. You know, this is easy to forget that we are source energy. It's not that we're, you know, we like to say we're an extension of source or whatever, but the truth is we are source. What is an extension of something? You know, if I say my arm is an extension of my body, that doesn't mean that my arm isn't part of my body. When we say we're an extension of source energy, we're an extension of God. That means we are it. We are it. We're not like a copy of it. We're not a photocopy. We didn't, it's not like somebody jotted down some notes and be like, that's good enough. That's there. Go be on Earth. No. We are it. We are completely 100% it. It's all divine. Everything is divine. So we just have to remember that all of this is coming from within us. And when we can soothe ourselves and let that love light shine and remember that it's all source, it doesn't have any power over you. The negative things that we're looking at literally are just a shadow of you. You're looking at a shadow that you're casting and going, oh my God, it's dark, and getting scared of it. And there's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. It just feels that way. All right, what do you people think? Let's see. I see some comments from Robin. Let's go into the comments here. Jesse says, "Hey," and Ray says, "Fun times." That's probably about the day I said. Nathan's here. Hey. How you doing? Mikey's here. They are a reflection of the image you have of yourself and the doubts thereof. Yeah, they're a reflection of the image you have of yourself. Oh, that's cool, right? So we look at ourselves and we forget that I'm source energy. I'm God. I'm friggin' awesome. I forget that though, right? Because what do I say instead? Oh God, I stink at this and I can't do that and I've tried that 1,000 times and that doesn't work and how am I going to do this? And we apply these shortcomings to ourselves as part of our internal identity. And they are just a reflection of that. So if you're looking at the world and you think everything sucks, whether it's your immediate surrounding world or the world at large, and you just think everything just blows, that is a reflection of what you think of yourself. How about that? Wow. Go get a psychiatrist. Thanks for that, Mikey. Robin, hello. Hello, magnificent Bobby. There you go. See, is that hard? Is it hard to greet me correctly? Thank you, Robin. And all the rest of the magnificent artists, they're okay. Thank you. You are all magnificent. Okay, I'll allow it. Robin, we have to remember that also our ego is not us either. Yeah, our ego is not us. Remember, the ego is that part of our brain that was designed to help us notice that there's a tiger over there. Oh my God, it's going to jump out. I'm going to step out of my cave and there's a tiger with long fangs and it's going to kill me. I want to be aware of my surroundings here because I'm a predator, but I'm also prey because there's these freaking things walking around out here in the world. Well, guess what? They're not out there anymore. They're gone. They're in, we don't live in the jungles and there's no tigers outside your house. So we don't need that quite so anymore, Squirrel! We don't need to be that way anymore. So, but our ego still is. It's just hundreds of thousands of years of evolution just made it that way. And now, after a couple hundred years, we're like, yeah, we don't really need that anymore. Well, too bad. You're going to have to wait until it evolves out of you. So, in the meantime, we got to deal with it. Nathan, your aim determines the way the world lays itself out to you emotionally. Your aim determines. That's an interesting word that you use there. I'm not really sure why you chose aim. Does it mean like your focus, the thing that you're looking at, the thing that you're concentrating on, the thing that you're what you're thinking about, right? Thoughts become things. Your aim determines the way the world lays itself out to you emotionally, how you feel. What you're focusing on reflects back how you feel. I love it. Well done. No one can take away your free, independent thought. You have absolute control. Yeah, that was the last thing I said in my notes. I forgot to say it. You are in control always. It's right there. You can't see it. You got to believe that I said it, but I did. That I wrote. I didn't say it. I wrote it. Nathan, again, says, the soul always knows what to do to heal itself. That's true, too. I like that. The soul always knows because, again, we are source. You are an extension of source, which means you are source. You have the entirety of the universe. All the powers within it are inside of you. And you have the power to heal yourself, whether that's heal yourself physically, heal yourself emotionally, heal yourself in any way. Whatever is bothering you, the answer to that problem comes from within you, not from without. Nice. When your love light shines, your love is in position to conquer. LOL. I suddenly can't spell. To conquer all. Is that right? So, when your love light shines, your love is in a position to conquer all. Conquer, okay. I mean, I understand what you mean. Conquer sounds like it's a clash. More, it's just sort of like it just withers away in my estimation. It's like when you do tap into that, then it's not that you then fight it like, bam, go away. My love light is going to crush you. It's more like, oh, wait, I remember who I am. Everything's okay. I'm going to work on this for a couple days, and I'm going to get back into my strength, and this is all going to just kind of dissipate away. How does it dissipate away? Does it just magically go away? Do fairies pick it up and carry it out? You don't have to worry about this anymore. No. You get solutions. You get an idea pops in your head. You get something in the mail. You get somebody comes to you with an idea of a thing you can do, and you're like, oh my God, that fixes that problem that I had. Or you just start to feel better about it. You know, it's all about how you feel. It's not that this thing is a terrible thing that's in front of you. It's that you feel bad about it, and the feeling bad hurts. It hurts. But when you tap back into your love light, it conquers the feeling bad. The feeling bad goes away. You can feel better right now. And once you feel better, then eventually that thing becomes less annoying. Nice, Robin. Is that the right spelling, I mean? You spelled it right the second time, yes. That so was supposed to be spelled... I was wondering why you wrote so. So, Bobby, what's the answer? That's what I thought you meant with that last so there. Oh my God. Divine equals love. Yeah. So true. Is that spelling also? Are you asking me how to spell true? It's T-R-U-E. So true. Yes, it is absolutely true. Whatever I said, it's true. When you are listening to your source, you are letting love lead the way. Yeah, I like that. That's a great way to think of it. Well done. All right, hang on. I'm going to take a sip of water before I read this. Jesse says, that's a nice picture of you, by the way. I like those glasses. Very nice. You just have to trust and believe that it will work out. And if it's not going the way you want, means there's another way. And when we get there, believe a new opportunity will present itself if you are patient. But you must stay positive, no second guessing, no negative thoughts. Those thoughts push it out further, taking a while longer. Yeah, I'm going to add to that a little bit. I'm going to caveat that because the concept is 100% correct. For me personally, there's a notion in there that messes me up, and I would imagine then that it probably messes other people up too, because I can't be the only one. It's the no second guessing, no negative thoughts, because then what happens to me is I start second guessing and I start having second thoughts or negative thoughts, and but because I was so like, can't do that, now I'm doing it, that I become harder on myself that I did it. And now the thing that started this isn't even the problem anymore. The problem now for me becomes I suck at being positive about this. And I wasn't perfectly 100% positive thoughts the whole day. So by the number 2 for me was when I soothe my own anxious mind, right? So the way that I've learned how to soothe myself through a thing like this is to remember exactly what you said. Try not to have negative thoughts. Try not to have negative second guessing. But if you do, it's okay. You can go back to being positive now. It doesn't mean that you've ruined the whole thing. You did caveat it yourself that it pushes it out. It doesn't make it go away. It pushes away with the thing that you want. It makes it take a little longer. But to me, I feel like as long as I'm 51% positive and 49% negative, as long as I'm on that 51% side with the positive, then it gets there. It gets there. It gets there. I just have to. I just have to do a little bit better today than I did yesterday, and a little bit better the next day, and a little bit better the next day, and it gets there, and it gets there, and it gets there. So I would just the sentiment is 100% correct. I would just add. Don't be so hard on yourself that now if you had negative thoughts or you realized, oh my God, I just spent the last hour just telling myself what an asshole I am. You didn't ruin it. You just start over now. That's all. It takes way longer. It does take longer. You're absolutely right. If you're constantly feeling negative thoughts, you're still going to get there, but because you can't help but have positive thoughts sometimes. Just don't be so hard on yourself if you did find yourself having negative thoughts. Here she is. Kelly says, I like that Nathan used aim because it's like where we stand in relation to the sun. That's what determines the shadow. Okay, that's cool. If we are the sun instead of the ego persona, then there are no shadows. No repression, no shame, no guilt, nothing to hide. All of it shown in the light. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very good. All right, see that? One person says something, the other person adds to it. I like this. Not conquer and close like an amoeba. She said, love light conquers the negative shit, encloses it, surrounds it, shines a light on it. I like all of these things. Whatever visualization works for you is right. So just go with your thing. Here's a Facebook user. Here is this is Joy. Hey Joy, how you doing? Wait, hang on. That's not that quite a Joy. Yes, Joy. Hi, welcome to Daily Fuel. How are you? Nice to see you here. I don't think I've seen you on Daily Fuel before. By the way, the reason you say Facebook user, everybody on Facebook can see who you are. I'm using a third party program to do my lives, and it's streaming. So there's a link in the description. I'll tag you later so you can do it. If you could click that link and give Ecamm permission to show me your face and your name, then when you comment, I'll know who you are. Otherwise, all I see is Facebook user, and I don't know who it is. But it's no problem because now I know it's Joy. Hi. Quieting the mind is the hardest and most effective way to heal. Yeah, it's hard, right? It's hard. It's not easy. Nothing that we're talking about ever in this group is the easy thing to do. It's simple. It's a simple program. Just calm down. That's simple. Now, literally calm down. It's hard. It's hard to do, you know? But it is the most effective way to heal. I would even argue it's the only way to heal. So thank you for that. You can then hear what is being said. Right. Once you quiet your mind, then you can hear what's being said to you, or you can see things, or you get the ideas, all of it. Perfect. Nice. Thanks for the addition, Nathan. Even the smallest shift in perspective can bring a boatload of great healing. Yeah, it just takes a little shift in perspective. It really does. That just a tiny shift can then open the door crack to let it in. And then once the door is right, all you got to do sometimes is get your foot in the door. You know that expression? Oh, if I could just get my foot in the door. Because now the door can't close. Once your foot's in the door, the door cannot close. So unless it crushes your foot, that would suck. I would agree with you that would suck. But metaphorically speaking, nothing's going to crush your foot. So once you get your foot in the door, now you can at least peer through and you can feel a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better, and you can add some weight to the door and you can push it open a little bit more. You're going to get there. Healing begins with awareness, understanding, and action. Yeah. Good. You guys get this. Reflection is the key to evolution. That says re-reflection. Re-reflection? Okay, I don't understand that one. I'm just going to skip that one. Right, yeah, I was with you on all of them, except they finally lost me. Sorry. What I meant by conquer, I meant that often the love is there, but it's often buried under all the obstacles to it. And the obstacles often would not even be there if it was easy to take care of them. So I often feel like I conquered the situations when I finally overcame hard obstacles. Okay, right. Right. Okay, it's just your perspective that it feels like, a man, this thing, it was huge and it was in the way and I conquered it. And if that makes you feel your power, then go for it. Conquer away. I often feel like I have been fighting battles. That's a man in a battle. Okay. thank you for that, because I would have been like, what is that? Mushroom Man? A space dude? I don't know what that is. Thanks for the... You know me well. Where there is life, there's the will to power. The forest will take over if allowed. Ooh, I like this one, right? Where there's life, there's the will to power. So as long as you got your foot in the door, as long as you keep moving, as long as you're still breathing, you're in control. But the forest will take over if allowed. I really like that. The forest will take over if allowed. What does that mean? That means if you're not doing your energy work, if you're not doing anything to maintain your perspective, to maintain your connection to source, to your soul, what's going to happen? The outside world is going to encroach from your perspective. There is no encroachment in reality, but it's going to feel like it. That's why we'll wake up one day and get that thing in the mail, or somebody says this thing, or this thing happens, or your stuff just friggin' broke out of nowhere. Whatever happened, that's all of a sudden, right? When you have that thing happen, it's because it feels like to you that the forest encroached upon you and went, ah, gotcha. You weren't paying attention. Really, you're not doing the work. So you're basically telling the universe, oh, that thing stinks. Wow, look at that. That sucks. And you're basically saying, give me some more of that, and give me some more of that, and give me some more of that thing, give me some more of that thing. You're aiming your attention at all kinds of crap because you're not focusing on the real work. And then you get all that crap. And it feels like it's encroaching. Oh, that was cool, dude. So I often feel like I've conquered in achieving my aims after winning the battles I faced. Yes, got it. Reflection. LOL, sorry. I forgot. Reflection is the key to evolution. So like reflection, like inward, like reflecting. Let me reflect upon that. Is that what you mean? I don't think you mean like a mirror, but sort of like an inward, appearing inward to reflect upon who you are and what you are and how you're, what you're aiming at, right? That's the key to evolution. I'm going to go with that. Remember, you are the only one who can protect your mental health. Yes. Nobody can do this stuff for you. That might sound scary, but the other half of that is nobody can do anything to hurt you. We are the only ones hurting ourselves. That's it. Any pain that you have in your life is your fault. And that stinks to hear, but it's the truth, which means you have the power to fix it. Because nobody else can fix it. You can ask this one or that one for help, and they can be like, oh, I love you, or here's this, or let me help you with that thing. But they can't do anything for you. You are the only one who can be like, oh, look, my thing is aimed over here. Let me aim it over here. You're the one who knows where it's aimed. Nobody else does. Nobody else could change it, even if they knew. That's why we are spiritual artists, because we feel. Yeah. So much. So much, not sandwich. Okay. All right. Okay, very good. Thank you for showing up and hanging out and doing fun things with me today. This was a lot of fun. I love doing this, and I appreciate you guys showing up and being a part of this. And thank you, Kelly, for posting that poem the other day and sparking the inspiration for today's fuel. And that's it. So as usual, we have the Booby Prize. Robin is the last commenter. So Robin, congratulations, you get the Booby Prize. And you know what? I should just forget it. I was gonna say I could make up a rule where the last comment when I'm done is the Booby Prize. But then it's no fun, because then you get all the people jumping in asking for the Booby Prize, and that's more fun. And look, here's more comments. Pain is a negative reaction to unwanted moments, which are always intended to reveal and help. Yeah, if we can look at it, what is the gift in this situation? You've heard me ask that before. What's the gift in this? It's a hard thing to ask. It's hard to remember to ask that, especially when you're feeling the pain of the situation. Oh, this thing sucks. I wonder what the gift is. Is there a gift receipt? Because I don't want it, you know? But pain is the negative reaction to the unwanted moments. Nice, Mikey. I like that. Jesse says, thank you, Bobby. You're welcome. And you get the booby prize. How about that? Robin doesn't get it anymore. You do. So, hey, guys, thanks very much. I'm going to split. I will see you tomorrow for another Daily Fuel. And have a nice day.